Hey guys, what's up? It's Bobby with Gilk Sports Cards. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thought I'd do a fun little video regarding my Christmas list to Santa for the sports card hobby. This is not going to include like PC cards or any of that kind of stuff, cards I'm hoping to get for Christmas. That'll be a New Year's video when I kind of go through my personal collection and then talk about cards maybe I want to, add to the collection. So that'll be a New Year's thing. This is just regarding our actual hobby. So all these are really unrealistic if I'm being honest with you, but hey, it's Christmas. I have a wish. And in the comments, let me know what I missed. What part of the sports card hobby, if you could talk to Santa and if he could give you a wish or a present, would you like to change in our hobby? So number one, kind of Captain Obvious is less negativity. So the way I see it in our world, 1 to 2% of people are just bad people. Doesn't matter if they're teachers, police officers, or sports card flippers. And unfortunately, in the times that we live, with social media, those 1 to 2% of bad people make us all look pretty bad at times. So, there's a lot of fakes going around, scammers going around. Now, all of a sudden, certain high-end customers are using CT scanners so they could actually see the hits inside the wax product before it's even opened up, just totally cheating all of us, and then selling the product obviously that don't have hits. And we can go on and on, guys, with the negativity. And I just, breakers, stealing cards. It's just like, card shows. I've seen videos of, 10-year-old kids with their buddies at card shows, basically trying to distract a seller and then his buddy stealing cards. It's just like, wow, what is going on? Unfortunately, like I said, that will never change, but it is my wish that somehow the negativity in this hobby gets a little bit better, because it's draining at times. So that's the obvious one. Number two on my list, this is an obvious one too, lower prices on wax. It, as you guys know, is getting way out of hand. And I understand it, from a business aspect. Number one, Panini is losing their license here pretty shortly, in like a year or so, I believe. So, hey, they're just trying to get as much money as they can, and if the consumer's paying it, they're going to keep raising the prices and just get as much as they can out of it. So, I mean, it sucks, but I get it. And Topps Fanatics, though, have actually disappointed me with how high their prices are getting on all their products. And I understand what they're doing, too. Again, it's a business. If we're paying it, they're going to keep raising the prices. So it's really, at the end of the day, our fault. But basically, what they're seeing is that if they sell a hot product for 50, then obviously the flippers get it and they sell it for double. Then they're like, well, why don't we just raise our prices so we get that extra margin instead of the people that are, selling it on the secondary market. So I understand that, right? That all makes sense. Except, they've taken out the middleman. Like a lot of the percentage that, Panini wasn't getting because of middleman and a lot of other things, Topps Fanatics is making way more margins than Panini, yet they are still raising the prices. And this is not just retail, it's hobby as well. It's both categories. I mean, my friend literally was at Target, and he was just like, I just want to let you know there's, he's a sports card guy too. There's Mosaic football, Select football, Topps Chrome baseball, and other stuff, mega boxes, just chilling here, dude, if you want to come by and get some. And I love opening cards, guys, and you all know that, but I just, it's like $65 for a mega box now. It is absolutely out of hand. And for the first time, like Mosaic, especially with the 2024 class, I mean, it's still online too. You could just go online and buy it. Things have changed, and I think the consumers are finally like, of course, we're going to buy some. I'm always going to buy a little bit, but I used to buy boxes and boxes and boxes of them. Now I'll just buy one or two just to kind of get that out of my blood, I guess. So it's definitely hurting them, the prices, but I just don't know if they'll ever go back. I hope they do. And it's just the way it is. If it's 50 and certain, flippers get it and it's a hot product, that's the way it goes. But what they'll soon see, or at least Panini will see, is this basketball class coming out. They're going to try to charge $65, $70 for a mega box. Well, the class is terrible. No one's going to want any of it. So we'll see how that goes. That's just the way it is. Sometimes it's going to be a hot product, and sometimes because of the rookie class, it's not. Lower prices on wax, guys. On that point, my next one is a better option for us to get retail cards. So we were just discussing how lately certain products that used to sell out quickly is still available. But, this 2024 football class is a good one. And I see like Don Ross Optic football, Prism football coming up, which are kind of the two main, products for sports cards, at least retail. And that stuff is going to be tough to get. And I just can't stand how flippers or anybody can have bots or go and have, pay the vendors at Walmart's and Targets to be able to scoop up all the product or let them know when they're coming to restock. Just all that stuff really bothers me, and I'm sure bothers you. So I wish, since Fanatics has taken over, they would have a program to allow anybody who really loves opening up wax to have that opportunity. So I had a plan that I discussed a few months ago. You can go check out the video where they charge, say me, $100 in December. And then I'm on their program where whenever they are launching a product that's going to retail, that I'm basically, if I want one, I pay $4. They'll get 100% of the margins, right? If it's a $35 blaster or $50, $60 mega box, I have the opportunity to check it off on the website and say, yep, I want one of those. So I will, for every product that they make for the year, I pay $100 up front, which they get 100% margin of, and then they make all the margins on the actual product that I buy. But at least I get a sample or a box of every product that I want to open up. So that would definitely hurt the flippers because I will already have my product. I don't need to go on the secondary market. And if we all do that, then, that market is going to crash a little bit. Maybe they do a $250 program where I get 3 boxes of everything instead of just one. I don't know, but give us a chance. It's at times certain products it's impossible to get, and it doesn't matter if they're charging $65 for a mega box. If the product's hot, this can be selling for $100, $120 on eBay. So there's nothing they could, by raising the prices, it's not going to end flippers. If the product's hot, people are going to want it. So give us an option. Make it easier for us to buy sports cards. Even like today's Sapphire dropped for Topps Chrome update, and it was just basically whoever wants them gets them. And I literally, just for fun, I was not going to buy it, but I went to purchase. I literally was on the website the second that they dropped, and I pushed the button to get a sealed case, which I would never buy, but it was already sold out within like literally 2 seconds. So how does that happen? How does it, how does someone click all those buttons and go and pay for it within 2 or 3 seconds? It's not possible. It's bots, or I don't know what these people are doing to be able to get that product. It's not right. They have an EQ, I think it was an EQL system where it's kind of a lottery. Like, why aren't we doing that for that product? Get everyone a chance. Anyway, that part of it really, really irritates me. Another part, and here's my next one, is a smaller checklist. Like, first of all, why are these companies, why are there veteran guys that, and again, I'm a sports guy. I feel like I know the majority of players and I follow all the sports. I'm certain there's obviously some of you that know sports more than me, but I'm in shock of how there's always 3 or 4 veteran football players, especially, that I never heard of you, dude. Why are you in this checklist? You're not even a Hall of Famer. Like, why are we putting these people just to make the checklist bigger? Like, it makes no sense. Cut them all out. Why do we have rookie debuts? We do that in football, and now they obviously do it in Topps Chrome Baseball. What do we need that debut for? I think it's the stupidest thing. The cards are less valuable. Like, we don't need two of them. Just give me the one rookie, guys. I don't need the debut as well. Just give me the rookie. Cut those 40 or 50 cards out of the checklist. They just want to make it bigger and bigger so they can make more and more product. They're watering it down. More parallels. Again, this is the reason why, guys, I love ripping. I love buying. But that's why I'm not keeping really any of these modern cards today, because there's just so many of them. And I just pick them up, I grade them, and I flip them, and then I use those margins or that profit to buy rare GOAT stuff from the past that you can't really find very much anymore. That's just 100% the strategy. There's, besides Ohtani, maybe Mahomes, I'm sure you can think of a couple other players down the road, but besides those really few amazing players, like the cards are all going to be worthless in 20 years. I'm telling you, they're all going to be worthless. Imagine Victor Wembanyama becomes the best player of all time. That's awesome. He's got like 7 billion cards. Like, it's not hard to find them. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting. Smaller checklist, Topps fanatics. Let's get that going. What else do I got here? Yep, I did all that. And then in grading, I would love to see Beckett make a comeback. Like, they are not even trying. Now I think their CEO just got arrested for some type of scam or doing something obviously illegal, and he's going to be going to jail. And they tried to, change their grading system, decided not to do that. They never have specials. Like, I just don't know what's going on. They don't even try, guys. And Beckett was #1 back in the day. It's just strange to me. I am a PSA guy, even though there's some things that they do that really, really irritate me. But obviously, my cards, your cards in their slab is just more valuable than any other company. That's just the way it is. So that's why unfortunately, all my cards go to that company. I would like to see a little bit more competition. I have all kinds of respects for SGC. I think they're a great company, great president, do things the right way. It's just, their cards are not worth as much, except maybe vintage. So I would like to have this a little more competition in the grading game. And me personally, I mean, they're all fine, but I just like, especially like baseball autographs. I think like the Beckett slab personally feels thicker and stronger. This is kind of my favorite one. So I would love, man, that would be a job I would love to have, to be able to fix Beckett. I actually don't think it would be that difficult. Obviously, it would take time for, the prices and, what the cards in the Beckett slabs are worth to get, even close to the PSA, level. But just to get them back in the game and have some specials and do some things, I don't think it would be that difficult. We all want some competition for PSA, even though I respect them and they do a lot more good things than bad. But I just wish there were more competition in the grading game. And the last thing I could think of, guys, this is probably the biggest miracle of everything, is lower fees on eBay. It's just crazy. I'm doing a better job of trying to sell cards on Facebook or different avenues than eBay. And again, you get more eyes on eBay, and whether you're the buyer or the seller, for the most part, you're protected. It seems like they're a great company. Like, just like the 13 to whatever it is, 13-14% that they take. Man, that's a lot. And I just would love. I'm not. This is just my Santa dream list. So yeah, I would love for them to all of a sudden say, hey, you're moving to 9% going forward. Try to get more business that way. I think they would. I don't know if it would, make up the difference from the 4% or 5% then they lose, but I would love that. Or I just wish there was some other company that can come up and give them some competition and have a lower, fee that, gets tons of eyes and opportunities to sell cards. It's tough, man. Like, especially with like, you can buy raw cards on eBay, get them graded. If you get a 10, you're gonna still do pretty well. But like, I remember last year, I bought one of my most expensive cards. I bought a Patrick Mahomes rookie. It was like a Phoenix, numbered out of 149 or something like that. It was a PSA 10, and I bought it for like $1,100. Again, it was one of my biggest purchases of my entire life. And the plan was, I want to have one real nice Patrick Mahomes card, and I just want to keep it. Then all of a sudden they made the playoffs, and he went on that crazy run. So his card got like more valuable than ever. So I ended up selling it for like $1,380 or something, like within a month, which is awesome, right? But after all the fees and everything, I literally made like $70. It was something stupid. It was definitely less than $100. I'm like, wow, bought it for 11, sold it for like $1,380, like, and I only made like 70, $80. It was crazy. Just because of the fees are so much and everything going on, the shipping and the fees, it's too much. They take too much. But again, they have more eyes than anybody else, and it's nuts. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have on here. Was that 6 or 7 things I hope can change? So what are you guys' thoughts? What would you like change in the sports card hobby? So Santa, if you're listening, well, I don't know if you could help with that anyway, Santa. But you're the man of miracles, so maybe you can help us get this, a little more positivity. Help these companies to maybe be a little less greedy. Lower the checklist. Just make it a little bit more fun. The sports car hobby. Like, this is supposed to be for the kids. I mean, how do parents of the kids or kids, how are they able to afford any of this stuff? Like I'm blessed that I'm able to buy a little bit of sports cars and stuff like that, but it's just for fun. A lot of people can't do that, and I think if we fix some of these issues, I think we could bring a lot more people into the hobby. So that's all for today, guys. Sorry for the long video. Appreciate you. Would love to hear what you guys think in the comments. What can Santa do to make the sports card hobby better for all of us? Happy holidays, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. Have a great day. Have a great week. We'll see you on a video tomorrow.